الله قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء، تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم، كما قال عز شأنه: كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال: كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني. صلوات. Our discussion is on Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq. This great dua, which explains the heights of excellent manners and morals and ethics. This dua of Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam is a dua which teaches us how to be a good man, how to be a good human being. Because if you're not a good human being, you cannot be a good Muslim. And if you're not a good Muslim, you cannot be a good mu'min. And if you're not a good mu'min, you cannot be a good muttaqi, a pious person. And that's why he, in his dua, in his supplication, first he started with sending blessings and salutations to the Prophet and his progeny. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. And then he started asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you supplicate, what you do? You ask your desires, your wishes. But of course, the difference is that when we ask Allah our wishes, we have a long list of desires and wishes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And always we ask about these worldly issues and worldly desires that we have always in our mind. We need a good job, we need money, we need health, we need children, we need a long list. But when we see the supplications taught by our A'imma alayhi salatu salam, they give us a different perspective of asking and communicating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And while asking, actually you are training yourself, your nafs, to the heights of morality. So when Imam is starting with this, so first thing he asked after salawat was a complete iman, faith. So faith can be, mixed, incomplete, or faith can be weak faith. But Allah doesn't like a person who doesn't have strong faith in Him. Strong faith comes with certainty, with yaqeen. That's why then Imam asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give him a complete yaqeen. Yaqeen means certainty. So you have to be sure about your faith and belief. You cannot be doubtful in whatever you are believing. Believe with certainty, yaqeen. And then we discuss, of course, the levels of yaqeen. So iman first, faith, then faith with certainty, and then he asked niyyah, pure and clean intention. After intention, he asked for good deeds. Oh, Allah give me the ability to do good deeds. So these are the sequence. First, iman, then yaqeen, then a good intention, and then your good deeds. So you have to go through all these stages in order to perform good deeds, a'mal salihah, good deeds. And this is, of course, the purpose of the religion, to make you a good human being and let you know what to do and what not to do, and how to be a good person in your life by doing good deeds, good actions, refraining from anything which is evil. Then what we discussed last week was, again, Imam asked about niyat. So he mentioned two things repeatedly. So he asked Allah for whatever you just heard, that iman and yaqeen and niyat and good deeds. Then he repeated the niyat again by saying, وَفِّرْ بِاللُّطْفِكَ نِيَّتِي. So he had, oh Allah, make my niyat reach its end, its completion. And we discussed that. I don't want to repeat what we have discussed because I have to go further to discuss more, because every sentence, really, believe me, needs more than one khutbah, more than one sermon to discuss. But I'm trying to go fast, and then you can read by yourself and study yourself. So why he first asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give him good intention? When you start your work, anything you do with good intention. If you don't have good intention and you are doing good deeds, those good deeds have no value without good intention. And the better intention you have, the better your amal will be and more valuable will be in front of Allah. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Everything in Islam based on your intention, good intention. You are doing it for the sake of Allah, not for personal reasons, or not any for worldly reasons. You're doing it just because you should do it. If you're helping somebody, you don't have intention that this person is going to come someday and help me out. This is not a good intention. It is a business. It's not a good work. It's a business. You're doing a business. It's fine. You're helping somebody with the condition or with the intention that he is going to come and help me out someday. But once you help someone, just because he needs a help and you are a good human being, a good Muslim, and you feel your responsibility to help someone who needs your help. That's it. Because he needs the help and I'm able to help, that's why I'm helping. No other intention. This is good intention. Why? Because Allah told me to help people whenever they need. So my purpose is only to please Allah and fulfill His orders. This is the intention. That's why If I do something good in my life, I do it just because it should be done. This is an intention. So good intention. You started your any work, anything you do, you start with good intention. So this is hard to do it. It's not easy. Because many times, of course, you start thinking the other way. And your intention gets mixed with purity and, I can say, pollution of mind and heart. So it's not that clean, it's not that pure. But if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you ability to start a work with good intention, it was hard, but I'm asking Allah to make me able to do it, but it's still. So this is what Imam asked in his supplication, Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq. Again he said, oh Allah, make me complete my intention. So first he said, give me ability to have good intention, pure intention in all my work, in all my tasks. Then he said, let me complete it. Why? Because when you start something with good intention, although it is hard, but you are able to do it, harder than this is to stay on your good intention until the end. Because in your way to complete your work, which you started with good intention, there are so many exits you might take. And you might, lose that pure intention that you had in the beginning. So asking Allah, oh Allah, let me complete the work that I started with good intention, to complete it with good intention. Then, see, he asked there for yaqeen. I need certainty. Get me out of doubts. Doubts is always problem. Any kind of doubt in anything makes you under stress, right? Makes you worried about. You lose your tranquility and peace of mind. You have doubts. How about if you have doubt in your own religion? It's not right. So you should have certainty. You are certain. And of course, we discussed that certainty comes through knowledge and logic and reasoning. And that's why Islam is a religion of logic and reasoning. And if you have any doubt about your belief, you can go and do your own research and investigation, and you will find that whatever doubt was there, it was not right, and you will reach to a certainty by saying, yes, Allah is one. Yes, I know. Allah is there. Yes, Allah is there. Allah is one. Yes, Allah is one. I have tens of reasons why I believe in this with 100% certainty. And remember, not 99%. If you say 99% this, you have 1% of doubt. This 1% of doubt will take you out of Iman. In Iman, you have to have 100% certainty, yaqeen. So this yaqeen, okay, now you have yaqeen. Now Imam is asking again about this yaqeen. This certainty وصحح ما عندك وصح بما عندك يقيني. It's so great. Subhanallah. After asking for yaqeen, to have certainty with knowledge and logic and reasoning, I believe in religion, in Allah, in His justice, in His prophets, in all Imams, I believe with certainty. I don't have 1% doubt. I'm more than 100% sure that everything is based on logic and reasoning and knowledge and wisdom. Okay, fine. So this is true. But how about some people, if you have such certainty that you are right, the other person also has certainty that he's right. But he is doing something else, which is totally against your faith and your belief and your understanding. So believe in Allah. Someone is believing in Allah strongly. I believe 100% in Allah, and I believe what Allah said. Okay. So there are Muslims, let's talk about Muslims first, who believe in Allah strongly. And they are sure that what we believe, whatever they believe in is right. Has no doubt. But they are 100% and more than 100% wrong. I'm not saying that. Everyone who has a little ability of thinking will say it. Can you kill anybody who is innocent for no reason, and kill him, and while killing him brutally, mercilessly, killing someone mercilessly, wrongfully, and taking the name of merciful God by saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? He's certain, he's so sure about what he's doing is right. So now, what is the certainty then? See, when you ask about certainty, oh Allah, give me yaqeen, the other person also has yaqeen. He has yaqeen. Those people who were coming to fight against Imam Ali alayhi salam, they had yaqeen that they are coming to please God. Come on. You're fighting the representative of God, and you're saying that I'm here to please God. The person who killed Imam Ali alayhi salam, those who came to kill Imam Husaini alayhi salam, they claim to be good people, and they are doing it for the sake of God. So it means they also have certainty. So I'm asking for certainty. Allah, give me yaqeen, strong yaqeen. Okay, if I'm strong yaqeen, how can you guarantee that yaqeen is on its track, right track? You don't have wrong yaqeen. That's why second time Imam again asking for yaqeen and saying, oh Allah, give me the yaqeen, give me the certainty, but sahih bima indaka. Let this yaqeen, this certainty be correct from you, not from me. Because if I say what I believe is right and he says what I believe is right, so everybody will claim that I'm right. You make it from you, bima indaka, whatever you have, through Quran, through Ahlul Bayt, through your prophets, let us know that whatever we believe in is right and correct, and our yaqeen, our certainty is right, on right tracks. So see, from the beginning, when Imam is asking for iman, and then yaqeen, then niyyat, and amal salih, and then again niyyat, and then again yaqeen, 6 sentences. We can refer this to a hadith of a saying of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself. He says, "La qawla illa bi'amal." There is no sayings. You cannot speak without practice. If you're just speaking, talking, no practice has no value. Your talk has no value. So whatever you say, you should practice it. So la qawla illa bi'amal. Wala qawla wala amala illa biniyya. And a saying or a practice has no value without intention. So if you're saying and you're doing, but you don't have good intention, has no value. Then he says, وَلَا قَوْلَ وَلَا عَمَلَ وَلَا نِيَّةَ إِلَّا بِإِصَابَةِ السُنَّةِ. Then whatever you say, whatever you do, and whatever you think, your intention, all these three has no value if it is not according to Sunnati Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, according to the practice of Rasulullah, according to the teachings of the Prophet. Which means I don't have the right to decide about things. It should come through aql, your logic, and through wahi, sunnah of Rasulullah. Did the Prophet allow anybody to hit anyone, to hurt somebody's feelings for no reason? For the sake of Allah? For the sake of Allah kills people? So these people who have certainty, but their certainty is wrong because they are not on the path of Sunnah, of the Prophet. And the ayat I recited from Quran was, إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِ. If you love Allah, you have to follow Rasulullah. See, Allah is merciful and He sent the Prophet as a mercy for all mankind. How can somebody who follows merciful God and follows a Prophet who is merciful entire universe, all the worlds, he can be merciless? You just heard what happened in Saudi Arabia. In Medina, in front of the masjid of the Prophet, in front of the masjid of Rahmatun lil Alameen. See? Why? This dua makarim akhlaq was started with Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa alihi. And 19 times Imam repeated this great dua. This is the peak of all supplications. This is the greatest supplication ever. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. This is the greatest supplication. That's why he repeated in one supplication, he repeated this sentence, this part of the supplication, which is the brief of all supplications. He repeated that 19 times. What are you saying? You're sending blessings and salutation to Rahmatul lil Alameen, to the Prophet of Islam and his progeny. This lady who was going to visit the mosque of Rahmatul lil Alameen, the mercy for universe, with her child, 6-year-old child. And when she took a taxi, and while sitting, this is our custom. Miss, we say it. This is how we do. We say Allahumma salli. We send these blessings. We read these supplications always. She repeated this sentence since it had wa ali Muhammad. See, progeny of Rasulullah. He said, "Are you Shia?" She said, "Yes." He grabbed the child from the mother and broke a glass, and you heard the news. And he slaughtered the child in front of the mother, and mother tried her best to stop him from this heinous crime, but she was not able to do it, and she was collapsed, and the child was martyred. Recently, this last week. So don't say, how in Karbala these people can do this? The same people. And same hatred they have towards Rasulullah and towards the progeny of Rasulullah. What was the, crime of this child? What was the guilt of this child? What was why he was, should be slaughtered in front of his mother? Only one. This was his fault. To be a follower of Ahlul Bayt. Nothing. She said, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala. For this, she lost her child. So this person also has yaqeen that he is doing it and he is right. That's why we have to correct the yaqeen. Imam asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the yaqeen on correct path. Remain on right track. This crime is continuation of those crimes that are being committed by Saudi government and by that ideology that we are witnessing for a long time in our life now. Everywhere, every kind of crime. So you will never hear such a crime in front of mother. A child is being slaughtered and people were there and she received no help. And until now, the government has done nothing for that. This is so sad. In the name of Islam, in the city of Islam, in front of the mosque of the Prophet of Islam. See, how can we really, and what can we do now? Except to condemn this, and we should condemn it in any way. Whenever you are in whatever capacity, you should raise your voice against such crimes of Saudi criminals. These Wahhabi and Salafi ideology, this Takfiri ideology, these people are not a human being, leave alone being a Muslim. They cannot claim to be even human being. A human cannot do that, what they have done. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us peace, and especially peace to the parents of this child and around the world. In Yemen, what is going on in Yemen? Every day, hundreds of children are being killed and slaughtered by these criminals. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send His peace and mercy on all people around the world, and especially who are subject to dhulm and oppression by these oppressors. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to do whatever is necessary and whatever is our responsibility in such situations, and give us true yaqeen, right faith, correct niyat, and whatever we ask in dua and makarim al-akhlaq, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us reach to the highest levels of morality and ethics, inshallah. إن أحسن الحديث وأبلغ الموعظة كتاب الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أوصيكم عباد الله ونفسي بتقوى الله. I advise you and myself of taqwa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to follow Quran and Ahlul Bayt and reach to the highest levels of taqwa and iman and yaqeen, inshallah. اللهم وصل على أمير المؤمنين مولانا علي بن أبي طالب وعلى سيدة نساء العالمين فاطمة بنت رسول الله وعلى الحسن المجتبى والحسين الشهيد بكربلاء وعلي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي العسكري. اللهم صل على مولانا صاحب الزمان ماحي آثار البدع والطغيان هادم أبنية الشرك والنفاق حاصد فروع الغي والشقاق. اللهم عجل فرجه وسهل مخرجه واكحل ناظرنا بنظرة منا إليه واجعلنا ممن يذكر فتنفعه الذكرى. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. كلا كلا كلا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن عليا ولي الله أشهد أن عليا حجة الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح حي على خير العمل حي على خير العمل. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم. هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين. وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم. ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا بئس مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآيات الله والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. قل يا أيها الذين هادوا إن زعمتم أنكم أولياء لله من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولا يتمنونه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين. قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه فإنه ملاقيكم ثم تردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. رب صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجه واحشرنا معهم. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. بحول الله وقوته أقوم وأقعد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. كذلك الله ربي. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. سمع الله لمن حمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم إن عبيدا من عبادك الصالحين قاموا بكتابك وسنة نبيك فأجزهم عنا خير الجزاء. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. يا لطيف ارحم عبدك الضعيف. يا ولي العافية أسألك العافية عافية الدنيا والآخرة
لي ولجميع المؤمنين. رب صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر.
الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائلا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى
Assalamu alaikum, Mu'mineen. Few quick announcement. Tonight, ladies only dars will be at 7 p.m. addressed by Sister Sayyida Asima Abdi. Topic for tonight's dars will be how to be the best wife. Then tomorrow morning, Saturday Fajr and Tafsir program will be at 6 a.m. starting with Namaz Fajr, followed by the Tafsir from Surah Al-Araf and the breakfast. Then on Sunday, Majlis al-Shahadat, Hazrat Ummul Baneen, Salamullah alayhi, will be at 5:46 p.m. starting with Maghrib at its peak time, followed by the Majlis. This Majlis is going to be addressed by Moulana Syed, Mehboob Mehdi Abdi Al-Najafi. On my right side, on the table, there are books and magazine. These articles are free to take, so please help yourself and after the majlis, after the namaz. Then also we need some volunteer to set up the hall for tonight's dars. So please stick around if your schedule allow you to after the namaz. Please recite a Surah Fatih for all your marumeen and also include the marumeen of the mu'mineen who are sponsoring lunch today. Par Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat.
MashaAllah. Good job. محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. أشهد أن عليا ولي الله. أشهد أن عليا حجة الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح حي على خير العمل حي على خير العمل. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. بحول الله وقوته أقوم وأقعد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم إنا نرغب إليك في دولة كريمة تعز بها الإسلام وأهله وتذل بها النفاق وأهله وتجعلنا فيها من الدعاة إلى طاعتك والقادة إلى سبيلك وترزقنا بها كرامة الدنيا والآخرة بجاه محمد وعترته الطاهرة. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وتقبل شفاعته في أمته وارفع درجته بحول الله وقوته. أقوم وأقوم. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر. استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر. بحول الله وقوته أقوم وأقوم. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر. استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر.
سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده يا لطيف ارحم عبدك الضعيف رب صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك وعلى جدك وأبيك وعلى أمك وأخيك وعلى الأئمة المعصومين من ولدك وبنيك. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك ولا يا غريب الغرباء. السلطان علي بن موسى الرضا عليك التحية والثناء ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك ولا يا صاحب العصر والزمان. الأمان الأمان الأمان. السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن. السلام عليك يا إمام الإنس والجان. عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله مخرجك وظهورك وجعلنا من أعوانك وأنصارك. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على